Are you normal or abnormal? How do you get to decide that? Or what makes you think that you're like that? Did you guys know that being normal or abnormal, these are terms that are created by the society to fit into a specific standard? In our society, there are a lot of things, a lot of norms, a lot of rituals that people consider either normal or abnormal. Everybody has a different perspective. What is normal? What is really abnormal? This is a perspective. This is a perspective of someone, a culture, a religion. The concept of normal and abnormal is created by our cultures, is created by our religions, and the people around us. What is normal for one religion is probably abnormal for the other. What is normal for one culture is probably abnormal for the other. So you see, these are perspectives. These are perspectives that we're taught to believe that, you need to be a certain way, you need to feel a certain way. Just like the way how these days when you're depressed or feeling anxious, people easily label it as abnormal. But why don't we just label this as a challenge? Feeling anxious is abnormal, then which human being is normal? Because I'm sure in some point in your life you've probably felt depressed and you've probably felt anxious as well. And some of you probably experience anxiety on a daily basis, but does that make you abnormal? As human beings, we always want to feel good. We always want to feel like we belong somewhere, and that's why a lot of categories are created in our lives, including if you're normal or you're abnormal. The society has normalized labeling people as normal or abnormal so they can follow their perspective. They can adapt to the perspective that has been created for everybody. But what people don't consider is labeling someone abnormal can have a lot of negative consequences in their lives. Let's start with labeling people that have anxiety, depression, or probably bipolar disorder as abnormal. Are they really abnormal, or are they facing a challenge that they have to overcome and learn how to cope? There is a difference. Not every challenge in your life is considered abnormal. Sometimes it's a challenge that you need to overcome and learn how to cope. It just simply means you're human, and it's totally okay if you're feeling anxious, you're not feeling mentally well. It's not embarrassing and it's not considered abnormal. What people don't realize here, when you're labeling someone as abnormal, you're also teaching them and telling them to suppress all these feelings that they're experiencing in their life. Because if you're categorized feeling anxious or being depressed as abnormal, how do you expect people around you to express themselves? How do you expect them to be a healthier version of themselves? This then eventually starts becoming very difficult for people that are experiencing challenges in their life. Instead of learning how to cope with their challenges and speaking about it, they end up suppressing their challenges and they end up suppressing their emotions and feelings because they are afraid of being labeled abnormal. If feeling depressed or feeling anxious is considered abnormal, then let me ask you this. The normal that they have created, is that really normal? Suppressing your emotions normal? Is suppressing and not expressing your thoughts a normal thing? We need to strive to understand and embrace the diversity of our uniqueness. Everybody's challenges are different. Everybody's personalities are different. We have various personalities. We have various perspectives around this world. We need to learn how to accept that and accept that there is a difference around us. Not everybody thinks the same way. Not everybody feels the same way. Not everybody processes things the same way. And this does not make someone abnormal. It just makes them different and unique. Everybody faces challenges. If feeling anxious or feeling depressed or having bipolar disorders or any kind of mental disorders is considered abnormal, then who is really normal? Because somewhere or the other, everybody experiences something, some type of mental illness in their life, and that is the normal that is not normalized. Feeling all of these emotions, experiencing challenging emotions in your life is part of being human. What society and cultures usually try to do is they create a certain image, they create a certain reputational standard that you have to fit in and belong. So in order for you to fit in and belong, you have to be a certain way, think a certain way, feel a certain way, and a lot more. But that is not what being human is. If being human was being the same as everybody else, then we wouldn't have unique features. We wouldn't have unique ways of speaking. We wouldn't have unique ways of doing things, of living our lives, of thinking, and a lot more. So what do you think? What are your opinions on what is normal and what is abnormal? Share it down in the comment section down below. If you have reached till here, please make sure to like this video, share, and do not forget to subscribe.